Farmers and ranchers often say they're the original conservationists, recognizing the importance of taking care of the land and water that sustains agriculture. Among Oregon's leaders in conservation is Mark Krautmann of Heritage Seedlings, a 30-year Willamette Valley operation that has consistently been a poster child for not only the nursery industry's strong conservation efforts, but that of agriculture in general. Mark and his wife Jolly like to say stewardship of the natural resources is not just for the nonprofit conservation groups and researchers. It's not just a topic for symposiums and seminars. Agricultural operations can offer stewardship as a tool to address common interests and showcase the good conservation work that agriculture can do in Oregon. As wholesale plant growers of the ornamental trade, Heritage Seedlings gets involved with native plant propagation. The company produces more than 75 varieties of native grasses, sedges, and wildflowers being used for restoration efforts in the Willamette Valley. The recollection of seeds from these native plants helps retain a high standard of genetic accountability, keeping wild native plants from becoming domesticated just the way everyone wants it. Heritage has even propagated a half-dozen threatened and endangered plant species in hopes of producing enough seed to reestablish these nearly extinct Oregon plants. The company has expanded over the years, and the Krautmanns have purchased land to grow transplants from the greenhouses and seedlings in the field. Much of that land is unusable for agriculture, but Mark recognized the importance of still taking care of that land. The 388-acre Jefferson Farm, with its 4 habitats, is a testament to good land stewardship. The farm is where people come to see successful restoration work. Thinning and seeding of the oak woodlands supports a layer of wildflowers and grasses underneath, producing enough biomass to run a fire through it. That reduces the amount of weeds and weed seed present on a site before native seed introduction, and it's the way Native Americans managed foothills habitat. The oak savanna has been maintained on the property as well. Riparian areas have been enhanced. The prairie has been restored through determined efforts directed by the Krautmanns and their skilled staff. The Jefferson Farm restoration has attracted numerous tours and has pulled in young people who are more than eager to learn about stewardship outside the classroom, whether it's monitoring the birdhouses and nest boxes on the property or actually doing some of the restoration work. Mark wants to make sure kids are able to set foot on a farm even if most of the land is not in production. Mark and Heritage Seedlings conserve the resources in other ways that also make good business sense. As part of a climate-friendly nurseries project, Mark has participated in finding innovative ways to manage inputs. On the renewable energy front, Heritage has one of the largest photovoltaic arrays in the Willamette Valley, providing electricity by harnessing solar energy. The operation also makes wise use of water and energy through drip irrigation in the field. And Heritage has used steam to clean the trays and pots used to hold plants in soil. That steam does a great job of cleaning off weed seeds so that the next crop of plants requires less labor-intensive hand weeding or herbicide use. The soil mix itself is steamed and reused, which keeps it out of the waste stream. Behind all these remarkable efforts is Mark Krautmann. Somehow, Mark finds time to get involved in several worthy organizations. Mark was a past president of the Oregon Association of Nurseries and is still very active in OAN. He is part of the State Weed Board and is a staunch supporter of efforts to battle invasive species that threaten agriculture and Oregon's natural habitats. He has served on the Solve Board of Directors, the Clean Water Institute, and the Willamette Partnership, all designed to advance good stewardship of the natural resources. Mark is quick to point out that he doesn't do any of this alone. His wife Jolly is also part of the backbone of Heritage Seedlings and all the good work that's being done. There's perhaps no better folks to look up if you want a demonstration on how agriculture is doing its part to sustain the resources. We honor Mark Krautmann tonight for excellence in conservation.